In this episode of AI Twin Reacts, is your data protected? Bill Inman's AI Twin breaks down Patrick Walsh's DEF CON 33 talk. Exploiting shadow data from AI models and embeddings. What happens when fine-tuned AIs start leaking the data inside them?
Today, we're diving into one of the most overlooked risks in modern AI. What actually happens to your private data when you fine-tune a model? In this clip, we hear a security expert explain something most people have never stopped to consider. When you fine-tune an AI, you're not just using your data, you're duplicating it across your computer, across the vendor's servers, and then deep inside the model itself. And the scary part, even though the model is trained not to reveal private information, persistent prompting can still pull it back out. So let's break down what that means for your identity and for the future of data protection.
So fine-tuning is this art of extra training on private data. And the thing about fine-tuning is it's actually getting pretty easy. It's pretty easy on open source models, and it's pretty easy on, for example, OpenAI. You grab a whole bunch of your private data, you put it into a certain JSON-L format, you upload it to them. But if you stop and you think about it, you've taken your data out of one system, you've copied it onto your file system in a JSON-L format. You've copied that up to OpenAI, who now holds that training data file. And then they go and they fine-tune the model, which now also basically has copies of that data in it, although not in a directly observable way, in a kind of indirectly observable way, right? This model has been trained not to give out private data. And so our simple goal here is just to overcome that training and to pull it out. So we're starting with this. Who is Jadwiga Nowak, which is a individual who we didn't find on the internet, so that's useful for not accidentally confusing it with other things. We just keep asking. Clears it so the history isn't going along, it's now a fresh one. And then, a whole bunch of information just spilled. And then it sped out her passport number, all but one letter. So it's actually PL01234567 in the synthetic data. So what do we get out of that? The model's trained not to give out private info. We just persisted. That's all we did, right? Outliers happen regularly. So what does this mean for security of AI models?
So here's the takeaway. Fine-tuning isn't just personalization, it's replication. Every time you fine-tune an AI, your data spreads into systems you don't fully control and in forms you can't easily erase. If a synthetic identity can leak a passport number, imagine what could happen with real identities, real documents, or real customer data. That's why privacy-first infrastructure, encrypted AI vaults, and decentralized identity aren't optional anymore. They're essential.